south there were places to see. Loaded up all the important stuff, hoping not to make the trip too rough. Hadn't bothered to make a plan, stuffed in the van like beans in a can. With wife and kids headed out west, turned out to be a real road test. But now it's good to be home, it's good to be alone. Put my feet on the couch and turn the radio on. Don't hear a sermon when I reach for a beer. Well, it's good to be home, it's good to be here. We talked about my mother, father, sister, and brothers. Talked about God, then we talked about others. Tried to get along, said some words like damn, but nothing ever got too out of hand. We stopped for this and stopped for that. Ran out of gas, had a couple of flats. Engine making noise like a growling cat. Oil seals leaking, engine rat-a-tat-tats. But now it's good to be home, it's good to be alone. And put my feet on the couch and turn the radio on. Don't hear a sermon when I reach for a beer. Well, it's good to be home, it's good to be here. This song's about an actual road trip with my family. I'd already been on the road over 10 hours that day, so I was whooped. My brother and wife would be driving the VW van for most of the 13-hour trip to our parents'. The kids had the middle seat, and I'd try to sleep in the back. We'd barely made it out of town before they started stopping every 45 minutes or so, and each stop woke me up, so I complained about it. My complaint caused them to bypass a required gas station. I woke to the fact that we were running out of gas and coming to the stop while going up a hill. I recognized the area and knew there was gas just over the crest about a mile away. With the van still rolling, my brother and I jumped out, I without any shoes, and we began pushing with all our might to reach the top of the hill. Every muscle strained, we barely made it to the top where the van could coast to the gas station. My brother jumped in, but as I began to, one of my shoes fell out onto the shoulder. I stopped to pick it up, and when I stood up, the van was about 2 feet in front of me, going faster down the hill than I was able to keep up. There was no way to catch it. One of my daughters stared out the back window at me, my brother and wife laughing hysterically in the front seat, then sticking their heads out of the windows shouting encouragement. I watched the van get smaller and smaller until it rolled off the interstate and into a gas station. I walked that mile in bare feet. They were still laughing when I arrived. What could I do but laugh as well? Grandma took the kids, so we smoked us a doob and floated down a river in inner tubes. Got chased by bees starting to swarm and camped outside in a thunderstorm. Snuck out to have us a couple of drinks. When we got back in, it was 3:30. Wouldn't have been caught, but we started to laugh when we fell through the front door drunk on our ass. Well, it's good to be home, it's good to be alone. Put my feet on the couch and turn the radio on. Don't hear a sermon when I reach for a beer. Well, it's good to be home, it's good to be here. We laid in the sun, had plenty of fun. It's good to be home, it's good to be done. What's that, honey? The wash machine isn't working? There's water all over the floor? And the cat box is full? We don't even have a cat.